The human body is a marvel of intricate design, housing a wide variety of organs, each of which performs a specific function that is distinct from the others. Among these, the pineal gland, which is situated deep within the brain, is particularly intriguing due to the fact that it is associated with the idea of the third eye. It is common practice to refer to the pineal gland, which is located in the head and is adjacent to the pituitary gland, as an atrophied eye. The pineal gland was once an active sensory apparatus. This theory raises a number of questions, including the following. If the pineal gland was, in fact, an electrified eye that was sensitive to light, then why is it hidden beneath the brain, looking as though it is disconnected from any external sources of light? One of the most important aspects of understanding the pineal gland's function is the relationship that it has with light. The exposure of this minuscule gland to light causes it to react in a sensitive manner, which in turn causes the body to produce certain chemicals. When it is exposed to light, it exhibits a response by producing distinct compounds, each of which plays a role in the intricate processes that occur within the body. Melatonin, for example, is produced by the pineal gland in response to a decrease in light, which causes sleep to occur. This direct correlation between light and chemical response, on the other hand, calls for further investigation into the placement of chemical reactions. The pineal gland appears to have a more profound connection to light and the internal resonance it possesses, as opposed to merely being an organ that is responsible for absorbing light from the outside world. Because the gland may have a profound interaction with light and the inner workings of the body, it may act as a link between the light that we experience on the inside and the light that we experience on the outside. There is evidence that the pineal gland has an effect on our daily rhythms due to the fact that it plays a role in the production of chemicals that regulate our sleep-wake cycles. The activity of the pineal gland, which serves as the internal timekeeper of the body, highlights the significance of the gland in contributing to the preservation of a harmonious balance between our internal and external environments. Over the course of history and across a wide range of cultures, the human body has frequently been imbued with profound symbolism, becoming a representation of connections to both the spiritual and physical realms. According to Chinese medicine, the intricate map of the body finds resonance in the concept of the ear as an inverted fetus, with points that mirror the internal organs. Within the confines of this structure, a particular point that is considered to be the point of inner light emerges as a center of significance. This point, which is located within the realm of acupuncture, is associated with a mystique that harkens back to ancient practices and represents a nexus between the inner and the outer. There is a belief that it has the capability of stimulating the third eye, which would result in enhanced inner vision. There were ancient practices that involved the utilization of crystals or diamonds at this particular point in order to evoke resonance with our natural visual perception. This practice brings to mind a time when jewelry and other adornments consisted of more than just ornaments. They were also ways of communicating with the natural forces that governed the world. By comparing the practices of ancient civilizations to those of modern times, the wisdom of ancient civilizations becomes more apparent. Ancient civilizations understood that every action, every adornment, and every choice held significance that went beyond the surface. At the same time, contemporary piercing trends lack the careful consideration that is inherent in historical practices. During the process of retracing these practices, we come across a lesson in mindful engagement with our bodies. This lesson reflects an era in which the alignment of symbols, energies, and intentions contributed to a profound interaction between the inner and outer realms. The investigation of the pineal gland provides additional insight into the mysterious functioning of this organ in relation to the heart and perception in general. A house of vitality and a symbol of the body's fiery elements, the heart is located at the center of this nexus and serves as its focal point. An aura of light is produced by the rhythm that never stops, which is a representation of the fundamental connection that exists between illumination and life force. As a recipient of this inner light that is produced by the rhythmic pulsations of the heart, the pineal gland emerges from its discrete recess to become the recipient of this light. There is a mystical dance that takes place between the illumination of the heart and the sensitivity of the pineal gland to light, which results in the creation of a resonance that extends to the visual center of the brain. Through this resonance, the inner light is entwined with the hues and colors of the external reality, thereby creating a connection that goes beyond the merely physical. There is a complex code that governs perception that is buried deep within this symphony of light and resonance. Our ability to perceive the world in all of its vivid splendor is a gift that we are bestowed with by the phenomenon of exception, which is frequently taken for granted. Exception unfolds as a choreography between inner and outer light. On further investigation, a revelation presents a challenge to the conventional understanding of reality that we have. Despite the fact that they are powerful channels of perception, the senses only provide a small portion of the whole. A version of reality that has been painstakingly curated by the brain is projected onto the screen by our senses, much like a projector would cast a film onto a screen. This discovery demonstrates that our perception is inherently limited, and it serves as a reminder that the reality that we perceive is a construct, a combination of our own internal resonance and the stimuli that come from the outside world. While contemplating this intricate interweaving of components, we become aware of the dynamic synergy that is responsible for shaping our perception. In conjunction with the processing that occurs in the brain, the pineal gland's connection with the light that is produced by the heart serves as the crucible for our perception of reality. The essence of this dance of illumination and resonance is the activation of the third eye and the peering into realms that are beyond the physical. This dance illustrates the profound union that exists between the forces that are internal and those that are external. As we delve deeper into the realm of comprehending perception and reality, we ponder the dynamics of projection and resonance, as well as the fundamental nature of the world that we perceive. At the same time that a projector is responsible for illuminating a screen through the emission of light, our minds perform the function of projectors, bringing the fabric of our reality onto the canvas of existence. Despite its apparent simplicity, this straightforward act of projection reveals multiple layers of complexity that deserve to be investigated. There is no such thing as a passive endeavor when it comes to the process of projecting our perceived reality. Rather, it is an endeavor that requires energy, and since this energy expenditure comes with inherent limitations. In the same way that a projector will become hot after prolonged use, our capacity to maintain our projected reality will eventually reach a certain point. As a result, we require periods of rest that enable the projector of our consciousness to cool down, thereby enabling it to be revitalized and renewed. In order to preserve our perception of reality, we need to strike a delicate balance between projection and reprieve. However, projection is not a solitary act. Rather, it is intertwined with the experiences that we presently have. Within the fabric of our perception of reality, stress, concentration, and daydreaming become threads that are woven together. When stress is present, the projection becomes more intense, which frequently leads to an overwhelming experience of reality. On the other hand, daydreaming provides comfort by shifting the focus of projection, which in turn enables the mind to wander through creative realms. The intricate nature of our relationship with reality is exemplified by the seamless interplay that exists between projection and its modifiers. In the midst of this symphony of projection and perception, a revelation comes to light: the idea that our reality is the result of resonance. The phenomenon of resonance, which is frequently connected to vibrations that are in harmony with one another, is at the forefront of our comprehension of the formation of reality. Our reality resonates with the convergence of perception, projection, and the archetypal laws that govern existence, making it similar to a musical instrument that responds to a particular frequency. As we contemplate the nature of reality and the intricate threads that make up it, it becomes abundantly clear that our perception is a piece, a mere component of the grand tapestry that is existence. The reality that we experience is a composite of different frequencies that come together to form a coherent whole. This reality is formed by projection and resonance. Our minds, which are similar to projectors, are responsible for the generation of the images, feelings, and experiences that make up our perception of the world. This reality, on the other hand, is not composed of a single entity. Rather, it is a combination of individual and collective perceptions that resonate in harmony, which is a demonstration of the complexity of our perceptions.